I join your class, then I'm like exposed to more question types, right? Because these question types I've never seen before, and it was like kind of hard. Then I noticed like the rest also probably feel like the difficulty of the questions are quite hard.
So I wanted to ask, before, I mean, in Sec 3, you went through that period that you sort of struggled with, and then now, like your whole journey is finished.
Yeah.
So how will you say you feel about the subject previously compared to now? Like now that your journey is ended. Yeah.
For me, initially, math was like, if I were to compare like to start of Sec 3, right, it was definitely not my favorite subject. Like, I would just hate doing math because I mean that it also comes from like me not understanding it, right? So I don't know how to do the question and I don't like to do right. And like sometimes I'm a bit like uncomfortable to ask in class, like in my school class. Then I'm even more like unsure of what to do with in the subject. But I think because of like when I join your class, then I'm like exposed to more question types, right? These question types I've never seen before, and it was like kind of hard. Then I noticed like the rest also probably feel like the difficulty of the questions are quite hard. So I feel a bit more like unsure. They're like, oh, like everybody, like if I don't know, then like the rest also don't know. Then like at least if we're all on the same boat, right? Then we like approach the question together. And also like one thing I enjoy about your class is that like it's a smaller class size, right? So it feels like personally I feel like it's more comfortable for me to like learn it, and so it's more conducive for me. Then I'll feel more comfortable to speak out and like ask questions. So yeah. And from then, I started to like, have this liking for math. And then like, I will try to be like, in a sense, curious on how is it can I approach like this question? Are there other approaches to this? Like what other question types are there? Then I'll just ask more questions and be more curious, yeah, in that sense. And then I feel more engaged and like more liking to the subject. Yeah, that's the difference for me.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, the part where you mentioned about you being naturally more curious, right? I think that's like the biggest telltale sign that you actually start to enjoy the
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Yeah, I know.
that's the best thing to happen.